Hello guys, welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about BTC. We're also going to talk about, Ethereum on a lower degree and also on the macro scale. All right. So now let's talk about BTC on the weekly time frame and why the weekly and 3 weeks going to be very important over the next like a few days and so on. Right. So now the weekly is still bullish, even though we just dropped like from 16K all the way down to like a 14.3. The weekly time frame it is still bullish and basically no sign of a reversal yet on the weekly basically until we close, if and only if we close like the weekly below like 14K down to like a 13.8, we could start to be be panicking and stuff like that if you're a bull, right? If you're a bear, that's a good sign of reversal for you. Any upside move after basically we retest over the next 24 hours, we retest like a 13.8, it is going to be a good sign of reversal. So but I do not think bulls gonna be weak enough to let the weekly time frame drop below like a 13.8 over the next like 20 hours, 22 hours and so on. If that's the case, that's going to be a very good sign of a very good sign of reversal for the bears. All right, but now price is above 15K. So now let's move up to the 3 weeks chart. Right, you guys know the 3 weeks chart, it is basically 21-day candle. The 21-day candle, it is one of the most important candle regarding BTC, in regard to basically reversal and basically bottom formation and all of that good stuff, right? So now if you take a look at the 3 weeks chart, this candle started like October 21st, right? And you remember what I said about October 27th, right? October 27th, we started a new 50-day candle, and we said if the new 50-day candles, open above like 13, up and above like 10.5, it is going to be extremely bullish. And the 50-day candle opened above like a 13, so that's actually very good, right, for the bulls. So what I'm looking for over the next 3 weeks for the bear case, right, it is at least try to basically regain some of the control, right, and drop the price all the way down to like a 12.2 and 12.4. It is not going to be easy. I'm not saying it will happen, right? However, if we see BTC drop even lower than basically 12K over the next 3 weeks, that's going to be a sign of reversal, right? And we're basically going to be cautious regarding the uptrend. All right, so now the next candle going to start like on the knife, right? Why the knife it is so important? The knife it is so important because if you basically check the weekly time frame, the 7-day candle, not the weekly time frame, right, but the 7-day candle, this candle going to close just about like Tuesday. Okay, Tuesday going to be the knife. We're going to get a new candle. So we're going to get a new candle, and if we're going to basically open the new candle below 14K, it means this candle going to be red. Okay, even though it is not the real weekly time frame, it is like the 7-day candle. The difference between the 7-day candle and the weekly time frame is like the 7-day candle start like on January 1st. You see what I'm saying? So if January 1st is a Wednesday, your 7-day candle gonna start like on Wednesday. So every Wednesday you're gonna get a new candle. That's why BTC, you see like BTC pumping like on Wednesday or like a Tuesday, because like the candle gonna close on Tuesday. Wednesday we be seeing like a lot of pump, and Thursday. So notice it, this year most of the pump starts like either Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and you can see like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday we get like a boring momentum sideways correction, pump and dump, fake out, and all of that good stuff, right? So we basically have to stay above 14K, right? Even though the current weekly time frame can close bullish above 15, but the 7-day candle has to stay above 14K till basically the 9th, which is like Tuesday. Why it is so important? You can see like the weekly time, the 7-day candle, not the weekly, the type of rejection we got back in 2019 at 14K. You can see like the weekly 7-day candle was actually very bearish, and I called it, and I was like, if we close like this, it is going to be very bad for the bulls, right? Because we're most likely going to be reversing any pump to the upside. It is just going to be a short opportunity for the bears, right? So let's just keep that in mind. Regardless how bullish you are, how bearish you are, right? You just have to basically monitor BTC over the next 3 days and basically make a decision based on what you get. I'm not telling you to buy or sell or to increase your position and all of that good stuff. All I'm saying is, right, the possibility we could get if we get this scenario. So keep that in mind, right? So now let's take a look at the 3-day candle. So the 3-day candle, I don't see anything crazy regarding the 3-day candle, even though, you know, we just opened this candle. I said it, I was like, the candle just have to basically close above like 14.7, and that's what we did. We just closed above like, you know, 14.8. So nothing bearish regarding the 3-day candle. So I don't see any bearishness. So if you're bullish, you might not even, you know, be worried too much about like the drop we just got. You just have to basically buy the dip and sit tight, relax, right? So the 2-day candle gave us something very incredible. Okay, why it is so incredible? We did not retest last candle low or even last candle open, but the volume is pretty high. Okay, the volume is pretty high. So, and I'll talk about it. Okay, let's go back to the 7-day candle, right? So the 7-day candle, what we said yesterday during my live stream, I was like, we were receiving a low volume with big candle. Low volume with a big candle, right, is not good. Okay, it means if the momentum is upward, right, you know, the rest of the volume could be a bear volume. If the momentum is downward, the rest of the volume could be a bull volume. You see what I'm saying? Like, let me just try and explain it to you. So let's say we got a red candle, right, like this, right? Now let's say green, okay, a very big green candle, and we got a very small volume, right? So you can see we got a small volume, right? You can see that we got a small volume but big candle. So, but you know, we got like, let's say we got like almost 3-4 days to go to close this candle. Let's say it is a, you know, it is a weekly time frame, right? But you're gonna basically, you're gonna be cautious. You're gonna need to be cautious. Why? Because you know you're gonna get more volume to the upside, but you don't know the volume you're gonna get. Is it gonna be a buy volume or is it gonna be a, you know, sell volume, right? So that's why whenever I get a big volume, right, low volume, big candle, I just try to be cautious for the reversal, because the next volume you're gonna get could basically give you, if it is a sell volume, you could get a possible reversal, right? You see what I'm saying? The candle can shrink down, okay? So it's gonna leave you with some wick to the upside, and the volume gonna increase, right? If and only if we basically do not close red, the volume can still be green, but it is gonna be higher. So it is up to you to be like, okay, are we gonna be going up or are we gonna be going down? Because green can be bearish. Just because it is green doesn't mean it has to go up. So similarly, right? So I said it on the 7-day chart, and I was like, the volume was low because we only got like half of the last week volume, and the candle was pretty big. So it means the bulls needed to be cautious, right? Just because, like, you know, they're looking bullish doesn't mean they're going to be going up. So you can see like the rest of the volume can still be red, right? Can still be buying pressure, but the candle can close green. So keep that in mind, right? So it is very, very important to basically, whenever you get a big candle, low volume, you just be cautious, all right? So now let's go back to the 2-day candle. You can see like the 2-day candle, it's not even, you know, it's not bad, okay? It is not that bad, but we just have to be cautious, right? If you're a bull, just about like a 15.7 to basically a 15.9 area to be taking profits, because we could be getting like more sideways correction. And I'm going to show you on a lower degree why you could get like more sideways correction, right? So now let's move down to the 8-hour time frame. 8-hour time frame, you know, I'm not bearish on BTC until at least on the lower degree we basically break the 8-hour 21 EMA. Okay, 6 hour, sometime when the momentum is very strong, it tends to be weak, and then we can basically fluctuate up and down. So if you don't understand what's going on and you're not checking basically your 8-hour, you might be shorting below the 6-hour 21 EMA, and it's going to reverse on you. So 8-hour 21 EMA, very, very important. Big sell volume, not organic, right? You can see like we got a small sell volume, all of a sudden we got a very, very big volume. So what does it mean? it means we could possibly get another reversal back up to the top. Okay, so bear is most likely going to be striking right there. Okay, so bear is most likely going to be striking from like just about like, you know, 15.6 to basically 15.9 area, going to be a bear territory. So most likely bulls gonna flip bear. They're gonna be taking profits, right? Remember, the market doesn't care about bulls or bears, right? Market only take into account sell and buy. So if a bull is selling at 15.9, it is a bear. Okay, you know, they're becoming a bear by selling, you know, just about like a 15.7 to 15.9. So keep that in mind, right? So that's what I'm looking for over the next few hours. That's the 8-hour candle. It could move very slow, right, over the next few days and so on. But let's say, you know, if like we can basically pump above like a 15.7, that's going to be a great short opportunity for the bulls. They need to buy the dip. They should not be worrying right now. All the high time frame are still bullish for them. So bears just, you know, need to basically protect this area of 15.7 and basically reverse the price, right? So we also talked about something very important regarding BTC during my live stream, and I was like, BTC, we could get a possible triangular formation right there, right? We can still pump back up right there and still pump to 7K, drop down and get our basically bearish head and shoulder pattern formation within this range. So be cautious. The correction could last for a very long time in this range, right? On the lower degree, we could get a massive correction, right? Just like the type of correction we got back in August 1st when we dropped down. And I was like, guys, do not be too bearish, do not be too bullish, just be cautious. And as you can see, we dump, right? We pump, we drop, we created a head and shoulder pattern formation, and we drop. And we basically created this pattern over a August 1st all the way up to like September 1st. It took like 30 days to create the pattern. And most analysts been calling for 100K, 200K over a period of 30 days, but price average was just about like 11.5, you know, top 12.2, 12.4, and the bottom was like just about 11. So just have to be cautious. Okay, if you're taking a position, make sure you take a position mid-range, so you're not be shorting at the top and you're not be longing at the bottom. So shorting right now at low 15 might be very dangerous. At least wait for above like 15.5 and so on, so you're gonna be safe, okay, over the next like few days and so on. So you're not gonna be stuck like shorting at the bottom. And if BTC pump to the upside and stay within like few days right there, you're not gonna be panicking, right? Because it all depends, like, you know, on your position size and all that good stuff, right? So now let's take a look at the hourly, see what type of a structure we could get, right? On the hourly, we just got a big reversal candle. So what I would be expecting, I'm expecting maybe some choppy range right there to buy the dip for the bulls, and they're gonna be trying to pump the price back up. You see, like, we got a nice descending triangular formation right there. I was still looking for a possible fake out to the upside, but hey, this sucker decided to basically dump. I was too tired, so this sucker just decided to dump the downside. But when we got the descending triangular formation, I was like, alt still pumping, so BTC can basically still pump back up, try to support the alt dump, trying to support the alt pump before the alt dump, right? But you know, that wasn't the case. So as now basically we dump, close my position, right, long position, flip short, and basically just took one position on Uniswap. So that's the only position basically we took on the on the dump, because market was going all crazy. So you just have to protect yourself, not try to be all over the place, right? So still looking good for the bulls. Bears still need to be patient. That's the most important regarding what we talk about, in this video, right? So now let's take a look at Ethereum. So Ethereum still not looking bad. So why Ethereum still not looking bad? Because I showed you, I was like, during my live stream, one of the reasons we took some position just about like 460, and we're looking for take profits from like 460 all the way up to 480, right? But we did not retest 480 because our entry was right there, just about like 410, right? 413. So price pump all the way up to 468, right? So that's a good move. We're dipping down, so price is still above our entry, so we basically took some position right there. Some of us basically closed closed out and basically run away, right? So which is not bad, right? You got to sometimes take your profit and run away. So what I'm looking for Ethereum, it is not bad because the 2-day candle, right, it is pretty much very bullish on Ethereum. Okay, it is still not bearish. So if you basically just trade Ethereum on the lower degree, you're going to be panicking. But on the 2-day candle, I said it, even though we were looking to short Ethereum below this range, right? We shorted it, dropped, pump back up to our entry, click, hit our stop loss, we flip bull. It is still bullish because Ethereum is above the 21 EMA and price is still above the trend line on the 2-day basis. So if you basically only pay attention to like hourly and all of that good stuff, you might be panicking. Okay, so Ethereum, okay, if and only if BTC can basically maintain bullishness above 15.5 to 15.9 and doesn't get rejected, Ethereum got a very, very good chance, right, to try to basically retest like 480 and so on. So let's keep that in mind, or at least retest like a 460, up to like a 470 area. Try to double tap here. So that's the only thing I can see on Ethereum. But dumping down below like a 400 to like a 414 range could basically create another bearish momentum, and I would not basically hesitate to basically flip bearish for Ethereum and look for another entry down to some lower numbers, right? But we're going to talk about those lower numbers once we get confirmation for Ethereum reversal. As of now, it is still holding strong above like a 430, and on the weekly basis for Ethereum, we're looking to close just above like this range of like 430, right? I said it yesterday, as long as we close above 430 for Ethereum, done deal. Done deal. The bull is going to be in control, so no need to be panicking. You could easily flip bull and basically look for higher numbers for Ethereum. Once again, we need to stay above 430 for the weekly close, right? And basically on the lower degree, you have to basically maintain a solid ground right there, just about like a 420. Even after the weekly open, we dip down to 414 and so on. Could possibly be okay, right? But you could make an argument. The volume is pretty big and all of that good stuff. Yes, it is pretty big. But bulls, they buying the dip, so just let them buy the dip until they cannot buy the dip anymore, and then we're just gonna sell the dip. You see what I'm saying? All right, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. Make sure to basically join our public Telegram group, link in the description. If you're looking to join some crypto premium, send me a message and I'm gonna give you the all the information you need to join Send Premium. We basically trade alt, XRP, Ethereum, Uniswap, SNX, Kava, all of that good stuff. It doesn't matter if market is going up or market is going down. We basically just take the trade as it is. Nothing to do with being bullish, nothing to do with being bearish. We just trade the market. All right, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. Right, thanks a lot for watching.